let's stick to the story here. Now, you were in a car accident and you're in a coma now.
That's all true, I swear.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. So why are you in New York?
I was there working on a scam for the family.
The family. In the dark recesses of my mind, I suspected as much.
You did?
Well, and after all, it was your chosen profession when we first met.
Right. As I was saying...
Pardon me. For a minute. Let's talk about the family. How are they? Ailing, I hope?
Robert.
Come on, you can't defend them.
Actually, I can.
How?
They stood by me through everything. They were incredibly generous. They paid for all those private doctors that saved my life after the accident.
Touching.
I owe them.
Go on.
They sent my cousin Barry and I to New York to retrieve an ancient stamp that's worth a lot of money.
Sort of a stamp.
It's called a Sphinx stamp. Dominique's husband stole it from my family.
Oh. You were stealing it back.
As I said, retrieving it.
I mean, why didn't your family do something thoroughly uncharacteristic and report this maybe to the authorities? Let the authorities do the retrieving. But no, that would never occur to them, would it?
That's not the point.
Now, the point is that your family probably stole it from somebody else to begin with.
Do you want to hear my story or not?
Oh, come on, Holly. I mean, it's the same old story, isn't it?
What do you mean?
You're a scam artist when we met, and nothing's really new, is it?
Et vive la différence.
What's that mean?
You look at things one way, and I look at them the other.
Tell me, what do you remember?
How happy we were.
Okay, well, let's not change the subject again. Now, what were you doing in New York?
As I said, I was sent to retrieve something that rightfully belonged to the family.
According to them.
I'm not here to debate the issue.
Okay, please go on.
Well, the assignment was not as easy as it looked. First, we had to find the stamp.
Did you find the stamp?
No.
Of course. That's the reason you fled Dominique's party, isn't it? When we locked eyes.
You're not making this easier for me, Robert. See, I had no idea that your brother had a relationship with Leopold Tobb's widow. As soon as I found that out, I didn't want any part of it.
And why didn't you back out of it?
You don't know my cousin. I felt like I owed him one more job. And not just Barry, the whole family. Even the buyer was ready to pay the family a fortune for that stamp.
Did you know him?
Not until today. He kept insisting that I continue working with my cousin. And if I didn't, then it would kill the whole deal.
Did he?
He just kept leaning on Barry, and he kept leaning on me.
Holly, at the risk of sounding repetitive, what are you doing here?
Well, After Barry and I had searched Dominique's apartment, come up with nothing, we realized that to continue the search for the stamp, we'd have to come to Fort Charles.
Because Dominique's here.
Right, but I refused. I didn't want to muck up your life. But something happened earlier today. When I came face to face with the buyer for the first time, it's why I had to come here. I have reason to believe that that man is the one who has Anna.
Describe it.
Mid to late 40s. Shoulder-length hair, gaunt face, piercing eyes.
It's enough.
And I found this in his hotel room. Who are you calling?
New York contact. Monahan, are you conscious? Good, now listen carefully. I think I know where you'll find Anna's kidnapper. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it was a good authority. Yeah. Stanhope Hotel, room 501. Tear the place down. Get back to me. Thank you. You know, in chess, we would call this the end game.
I'm glad I could help. Look, it's getting very late. I don't want to intrude anymore.
Holly, I'm not going to call it a night until I find out whether they've got Faison or not.
Okay.
Tell me, how did you get this from him?
I did a little snooping.
Employing the tools of the trade. What prompted you to snoop?
As soon as I saw him, something was nagging at me. He seemed so familiar.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, like I knew him.
Did you? Had you?
I think so. I think I'd known him a while ago. Robert, I think that Faison is Nanny McTavish's son. I found, you remember my nanny? I found a letter from her to him.
McTavish was Anna's nanny as well.
Of course, I can't be 100% certain about this because I haven't seen Nanny's son since I was a child.
It all makes perfect sense now. I mean, Faison seemed to know her so well. Well, maybe I can get us some coffee.
Yes, please.
Coming up. With a bit of luck, by the end of the night, we're going to have this guy once and for all.